Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of My Mind Maze. So this is where I discuss anything that I have on my mind or different dilemmas or plot holes in films or books or this sort of events. So today we're going to discuss Outlanders because, come on people, everyone is talking about Outlander. So the story was that my best friend from Sweden called me up on Skype and we were talking and she was saying, you have to see this great film or series that is called The Outlander, and it makes me cry and it makes me laugh and it's amazing. So as she's been also trying to get me to get Instagram for years, I sort of ignored it because I have so many things to do, and I thought I'll watch it at some point. And and I've just recently got Instagram now, so that's how long time that took. So yeah, if you're listening, my best friend, I've now got an account just this week, so you can hook me up. Anyway, so. But I thought, because my mum then also told me, and she called me and she said, oh, you have to see this great series that I've been watching, and it's Outlander, and everyone is talking about Outlander. So I thought, I'm gonna have to watch it then. So I started watching. I'm now in episodes, sort of at the end of season 2. So if you haven't seen up to season 3, don't listen to what I'm talking about because it might be a spoiler for you. So so season 3, if you haven't reached it, spoiler alert. But anyway, so plot holes. First of all, it's about obviously Claire and Jamie, the main characters. She travels back to the past, accidentally, and finds herself having to marry a man that she then falls. I don't know if you can even say soulmate because it seems deeper than that, but they fall in love and they do everything for each other. Now the problem I'm having here is that when she eventually comes to the point, because she's trying, the aim of the story is that they are trying to change the past by avoiding this battle at Culloden to make sure that the Scottish friends and the Scottish culture is not obliviated as it was, which I see is a good plot, and I see how they progress, and they sacrifice a lot to get to this point. But then at Culloden she has promised to go back to the future if the fight becomes if they're starting to lose. So this is sort of where we are at, and then she goes to that point. So she goes back to the future. She lives for 20 years with Frank, and she has Brianna, and she's grown up. And then when Claire goes to this funeral, Brianna with the priestess sort of son or adoptive son finds out that Claire has been away, and the daughter can quickly calculate that Frank is obviously not her father. So then it starts to sort of emerge again, all these feelings for Claire, and she can go back to the past. Now, the time traveling concept is that she needs to then find where he is 200 years back, because that's where she's going to land. But I don't know if this is a rule set in stone. That's a bit of a cliche because they travel through the stones. But if that's what she thinks or how it works, because then they meet the witch Gailis, who goes back from 1969 back, but Claire knew her in 42-ish. So she obviously went back further than 200 years. So how come she got to travel further back and Claire didn't? It's a different rule. Maybe there's different rules. Maybe in the book it explains better about the rules of the time travel than the series does. So if it does that, then please leave a comment to explain this to me in the comment section below. so that I can find out, you know, what these sort of traveling concepts supposed to make the people go back to. And then obviously they find each other, which is very nice. And but then the question also arises that if she can go back and forth however she wants, why does not Jamie go back with her to the future? Because that would be so much easier if they just live there with Brianna and he can meet Brianna. Or does that mean that he would age through the timeline to the future and he would be dead, but then she wouldn't be alive going back? But then if that was the truth, why wouldn't the baby then grow that rate when she went back to the future? Yeah, so there's a few time concepts here that I am sort of struggling with, but that you might be able to explain to me. But in general, you know, the film is intriguing and it's nice. The only thing I find in the second season is that obviously she goes back and all the wars are done and they still have their day-to-day struggles, but I can't see where the season is going now, which in a book or in a series I would like to know. At any point I would like to know the reason why I'm reading or watching the film. You know, I don't know now if it's just a romance so that they can be together, or if it's still going to be because they want to change the future, or you know, why are we still watching it except for the sort of day-to-day intrigues? And if now they, you know, are going to be together forever, then obviously there needs to be some other drama to spice it up. And is that going to be carrying on like that for the rest of the season? There needs to be something more explained, I feel, now. But maybe it does come, and maybe Brianna comes back to the past, which would be quite a change of atmosphere, and to see her react to everything as well, which would be cool. Or even cooler, it would be if he did go back to the future and saw everything in the new world. That would be quite exciting to watch as well. And also in this season, Jamie have it comes out that Jamie has married Leary, which I found was a plot hole in itself, because he would never do that, because he has been so protective of Claire and gone through fire and earth and catch the moon and all of that stuff to you know, be with her and to make sure that she was safe. And if you remember, Leary was the reason to almost killing her 2 or 3 times, and also did make sure that her friend the witch was burnt on the stakes. So I don't think that Jamie would have ever seen past that and forgiven it. So I think that as well was a bit of an oversight from... I understand that they want to build up intrigues, and I think as well that if I was Claire in that situation, I probably would have just taken the next horse back to the Stones and gone home. So obviously as well, another plot hole that I am thinking about is if Claire went back to the past knowing how the past was, why didn't she bring more things with her? I know she brought some penicillin and some medicine and the book and a few items, but I mean, come on, if she's going back and she can help so many people, wouldn't you take like a big chest of drawers or something, like a big, you know, case to bring, you know, nasal spray and paracetamol and all these other things. So I don't know. There's a lot of questions, but I suppose with time traveling it's always hard to think about all the aspects and elements, and they are focusing on a story which is intriguing, and the love aspect is absolutely lovely and adorable. I'm just waiting for the big next reveal of, you know, where the story is going, so I know their goals and targets and I can have sympathy for them to get to where they want to be. So I think that is my impressions of all the different aspects of the time travel and the plot holes that I sort of am pondering about. And if you have any other non-spoiler for up to this point in the season comments, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so now. And as always, I have to wish you a very good day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye!